What's going on, everyone? Brad and Kyle here. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And this is bowling adjustments on this 41-foot Lions Classic pattern. Stay tuned. So in this segment, we're gonna do some live bowling for you guys and just walk through some of the adjustments, our thought process on what we're doing. In this case, this is a 41-foot medium pattern. It's actually the pattern that Lindenwood uses for their home tournament here. So we're gonna bowl on it. I've already started bowling on it. There's a lot of friction on the lane. A couple shots, yeah. So I'm somewhat lined up. Normally we would start a little farther to the right, but there's so much friction, I have migrated in a little bit. So without further ado, let's get started here.
Let's do it.
So I'm starting off with the asymmetric ball, a ball that slows down. I'm trying to control the friction, but still get a ball that hooks early.
Which is something you do on fresh, oftentimes?
I typically like to start out with an asymmetric ball. So I got a Savage here, pin up. Ooh, now I got to remember where I was standing.
Now, does this ball hook a lot? Or
it does.
A little, okay.
There's quite a bit of friction. I would say it's a little bit quicker off the spot than some of my other asymmetric options, but let's see what happens here. So. Oh, that's gonna hook.
Ooh. All right, so that was good.
Okay, I mean, maybe I forgot where I was standing a little bit.
No, that seemed like a good shot though.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
If you weren't lined up totally correctly.
What do you think I should do off that?
That ball hooked early. That was quick. When we use the terms quick and slow, slow kind of refers to like a more like rounder, not so snappy shape. And quick is like when it sees friction, it responds quickly, like it wants to go left really fast. To me, that ball seemed like it wanted to go left really fast. Yeah. And your angles aren't necessarily like big enough for that, and it's a fresh pattern, so maybe a slower option. Initially, my thought would be like maybe a different ball. So and what I'm seeing off that is there's just a lot of friction on the lane. So I'm gonna try this same ball. Yes, a slower ball would be good. But I'm just going to take a step left. Yeah, so that tells me I probably not quite lined up yet. Let's take a step left. Still get my ball out there. And that was better.
That was better. That was probably like a 4 and 2 left. 4 with my feet, 2 with my eyes, so I could still keep my angle to the right.
Now, if you were to move far, now this is a fresh pattern.
So this is, we just oiled this.
Sometimes it's weird to play really far left at the very beginning stage of a pattern. Yeah. Do you feel comfortable moving farther left?
I mean, typically I do, because that's more of my strength that I like to play. What do you say, we throw one more shot there and see, like, move another,
what would you move left, or would you try in like a different release?
To me, I could try a different release, but I think I'm just gonna take another step left because I still want to throw a stronger ball.
Okay, yeah.
So I know I can throw it to the right and it'll come back.
We might as well try that.
Yeah. So
now, if you move left and the ball doesn't come back, or if you miss right a little bit and it doesn't come back, then we know we've made an error. Because if you move left and then it stops hooking, then that's a no-no.
Yeah. So I'm just taking another 3 boards left. Like 1 with my eyes. Oh, I missed right.
You missed right.
Oh.
And it came back. Okay, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
It's good.
It means I got some room out there.
Yeah. So that means you can move left. Now, if you were to throw that shot and it would have washed out or taken 3 off the right, we would have thought, whoa.
Yeah.
That may not necessarily be so good. But since you missed right and it came back, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Now, a general rule, I feel like, is if kind of on tour, if we don't strike within 3 frames, we like to change balls.
Yeah, you're doing something different.
Yeah, so
you got to do something different.
I've thrown that ball. That shot wasn't good really by any means, but still kind of ragged a 10. And when you try to cover a lot of boards with a bigger asymmetric ball,
it can do that.
It tends to lose the energy. So.
I think that was an important shot too, because bowling essentially comes down to a game of misses. We all miss. We're going to miss more often than we want to.
Yeah.
But paying attention to those misses is important. So seeing that, yes, that was a bad shot. Yes, it didn't strike. But it was a bad shot, and we still were able to get a read off of it, knowing that if you do move far enough left, the ball is still going to recover. So even though that may not be the right ball, you know that that might be the right spot because it allowed you to miss.
Yeah.
And maybe if you got the right ball in your hand, that would turn a plaque 10 into a strike.
Yeah.
So even though you missed, we can still get a read off of it.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna go to this spoiler alert. It's a little shinier cover stock, symmetrical. So I think if I have to move this left this early, I think this is gonna turn the corner a little bit more. And
Now
conserve
that's
energy.
even though it's an asymmetric block, that's just an overall stronger ball, the Savage.
Yes.
And then that's a weaker, more mid-range
Yeah.
symmetrical block.
Yeah, so this is gonna be more of that skid flippy reaction, but
This scares me, by the way.
it does. But if I can get it to blend out, if I can get it to read early enough, maybe I'll have a decent reaction. It's okay.
I almost didn't like that.
Why didn't you like
I don't know
that?
why. Because it seemed like it got to the spot and it did a little bit of a wiggle.
Yeah.
Like it didn't, that ball wanted to continue, which was a little bit too much,
Okay.
which I would almost see you throw it good with that ball.
Throw it good with this
Yeah,
one, see what
because the
happens?
one that plaque 10 you really missed.
No, I definitely missed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
That one looked like I was waiting for it to really like grit and it kind of just wiggled a little bit.
I mean,
even though it struck,
It's close.
it was close.
Yeah, and maybe this pattern, you know, getting in is a little forgiving. So let's.
Did you move back right on that shot?
Yes, I moved a couple back right because I didn't think it was quite gonna make.
All right. So are you going to move a couple back left?
Yes, so I'm gonna move 2 back left here. Let's see what happens.
Missed.
Got it.
And it recovered.
I can throw as far right as I want with that.
Dude, I got to tell you, those kind of shots, your misses
I don't know why I'm doing that.
can be the most important shots
Yeah.
because anybody can go throw good shots, but the ones that miss, if you can get a read off the ones that miss, then that's how you can navigate easier, I guess.
Yeah, so you know what? From those 2 reactions, I'm not throwing that Savage the greatest, but I have a lot of room right, and I think if I throw a good shot there.
Throw a good shot. We need to see a good shot.
Still a little rusty off this hip surgery.
I mean,
right?
in order to shoot big games, your bad shots have to strike. No one shoots big games acing every single shot except maybe like 5 people in the world. So. That was good. All right, so yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
the
that
ball.
makes me think. So when you threw that ball, it did a little bit of a wiggle, but when you get through that ball really good, I mean, it sees the lane.
And you
correct.
could just tell by the way it went through the pins. The other one, the 8 was kind of late to
Yeah,
fall. It
yeah,
snapped
yeah,
the 10.
yeah.
That one, 10 back through the pins.
Go back
great.
and throw that one. I kind of want to see that ball now. This is the kind of stuff we do when during practice sessions. If you bowl a regional or a national event and they give you a practice session, these are the kind of things we look for. Still came back. We're bowling on a wall, bro.
Apparently. I wasn't so sure how this pattern was going to play, but apparently you can miss as far right as possible.
And that one still recovered.
Yeah, so that tells me I got some options. Like, I'm still going to start with that Savage, but, you know, I have that spoiler alert. It's not quite ready for that time, but I know as soon as that Savage starts burning up,
Yeah, because you know it will.
it will.
It's
going to. You can't throw, it's very rare that you can throw big asymmetric balls left to right and cover a lot of boards without them, like, clacking those
Yeah,
things.
eventually. All right, guys, thanks for watching the new segment of Bowling Adjustments despite Kyle's not so good shot making.
Hey, we all make some errant shots from time to time, right?
That's part of the game, human error. But we are on social media. Check us out on Instagram, Patreon. Head on over to InsideBowling.com and check out our merchandise. Thank you guys for watching.
See you later.